Review code provided by Glumberland. I'm Jared.
I'm Louise.
Level with us. Hello and welcome to the show where we have a cozy video game discussion every week. And this week is especially cozy because we are going to be talking about a cozy game called Ooblets, but also because I'm joined by my friend Cozy Louise.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So tell our listeners what your thing is.
Well, my thing is cozy games. I do a lot of streaming and tweeting just about cozy games I like to play.
And that seemed like a really good fit for the game we're covering this week. Special thanks to the developers for the review codes. They gave us 2 this time, which was great, so we could both play it. And for those who don't know what Ooblets is, how would you describe it to them?
I would say it's like you have like a farm, you collect ooblets, which are like little creatures, kind of like Pokemon, but not quite. You do have like fights, but they're more dance battles. So, I don't know.
That was a great description. Yeah, I would say it's a farm sim, but mixed with Pokemon, because the things that you're I guess you grow crops too, but you also grow these little creatures that follow you around.
Right.
And the dance battles you mentioned are kind of a card game of sorts, which appeals to my sensibilities. But it's kind of fun to see a spin that isn't so Stardew. I feel like I've played 3 or 4 different farm sims in the last year that are all just kind of trying to replicate it.
Right.
And this one does a little bit, but it's kind of more geared towards the creatures themselves, which is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very cute game. I would say this game oozes cuteness, from the color palette to the names of the characters. More on that later. But what did you like about it as you played this past week?
I really enjoyed, obviously, the ooblets. I like that you could dress them up, because I feel like there's a lot of games where you have like a creature companion of some kind, and they're just kind of also around, but you can collect items that you can dress them up with, which I really enjoyed and felt really unique, because I hadn't played anything else like that before.
Do you generally like farm simulation games?
Yeah. I don't play a ton of them, and when I play games that have farming elements, I don't really do a ton of the farming, but I did like the farming in this game. I can't really put my finger on why, but I did really get into the like rhythm of like, you plant this many things and they'll grow in this many days, and you're trying to give them to certain people and make money, and I really enjoyed that part of it.
One thing that I liked about it was that when you farm, you are instantly put on a grid, which it makes it very easy to water the exact square you're looking for. I've played some other games where in 3D it's really easy to miss where you intend with the tools and stuff. So that's kind of a nice little touch.
Yeah.
I like the ooblets as well. I think they're very fun. It's fun. It has that same appeal of Pokemon where it's like, ooh, I want to get each one of them. I want to get at least one of each.
You want to collect them all.
Right. And they reward you for doing so. There's lots of little tasks in this game, which is great for any farm sim, where you have goals. You have a couple different currencies. No microtransactions, but you can get little little star. I forgot what they're called. Little dream stars or something.
Yeah.
And then these gummies that act as like coins. And it's fun, and it has a great feedback loop where you're constantly getting stuff. Another note I had written down is that the art style gives me Major Pendleton Ward vibes. He's the one who made Adventure Time and The Midnight Gospel and some
I could
other
totally see that.
cartoons. But yeah, it's a lovely old time. Do you have any other general thoughts you want to share about the game?
I really like the humor in it. I wasn't really expecting kind of this quirky, snarky humor going into it, because a lot of cozy games are very much like, we're going to make sure that you're as comfortable as possible and you have no bad feelings at all. But like when you first get there, everyone's kind of snarky to you because they don't know who you are, which I kind of love that they're like, and as you become better friends with them, they warm up to you and, you know, start giving you stuff. And I don't know. I really like that part of it.
For sure. I like the humor as well. Specifically, I like how a lot of the objectives in the game will be like, go do this or something. Or be like, this will help you and junk. You know, just kind of...
Yeah.
It's very funny and it never takes itself too seriously.
Right.
Which is great. Oh, and there's one other thing I wanted to do. The developers actually asked if we could mention that there's a wintertime event right now.
Right.
So if you get the game, before the end of December, you can collect little festive baubles that appear all over town, and you can exchange them for little winter prizes. It's very addicting. I kept trying to get a cute winter sweater, and I finally got one.
That's awesome.
So that's what I'm wearing in the game now.
Yep. I loved all the prizes.
That's great. And then you get furniture and then, of course, hats for your ooblets and stuff like that. But yeah. So with that being said, let's get into star pieces. This is the part of the show where we talk about a cool little detail or something that we liked. And I have two little star pieces I want to share. The first one, which we've already kind of been talking about, is the language they use in this game. I've been surprised how many new vocabulary words I've learned, such as how do, and Splenda, and Spressy, and Gleamy, and to-doozies, and just very, very cute made-up words that they use very consistently throughout the game. It's not just random gibberish. They kind of have their own language, and I think that's kind of fun. My other star piece is that when you chop wood, you karate chop it with your arm, and I think that's hilarious.
It always makes me laugh when I end up doing that, and the sound is really good too.
For sure.
I think my star piece is, we've already been talking about it a little bit, just the humor and how it makes it feel more, I'm trying to think of the word, less artificially and more like these are real people that you're talking to because they don't know who you are yet. And so, of course, they aren't super nice to you to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. But for every star piece, there is also a quick jab.
And jab.
This is where we talk about something we didn't like so much, but not for very long. So do you have any quick jabs for this game?
Yes, my quick jab is I don't really love that not all the people you talk to you can develop relationships with. Like there's people around that you talk to and they say the same like maybe 10 things to you, but there are other people that you can develop relationships with. So I just thought that was a little jarring. But otherwise, you know, I think it's great.
It did surprise me how many people said they were interested in space travel. Like, I got that same line like 10 different times. And this was just in like the first day, like before I went to sleep.
Right.
So yeah, that is a little distracting. So I think I'm only now at the point where I'm starting to develop relationships. Do you know if there's dating in this game? Like,
I don't,
that's kind of
actually.
a hallmark of some farm sims.
I don't know.
Oh, something to learn later on, I guess.
Yeah.
My quick jab is because I'm an audio nerd. It's related to the audio. I don't know about you, but for the Switch version, when I turned it on, the mix is just super, super loud.
Yes.
And I've had a few other indie games that have done this before, and the settings do have like some volume sliders. But the thing is, like, I did that. I brought it down overall, and then I saved and quit. And then the next time I booted up the game, it was right back to 100%.
Oh,
so I have to like turn my TV volume down. I think that was a big oversight. Like, you need to make sure the volume is able to, you know, save where you place it. I didn't notice
because I was playing handheld most of the time. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, but I did notice that when I first started playing, just like, oh, this is louder than other games I play.
But yeah. So with that being said, our final segment is the fan favorite segment, and it's Who's the Fake Fan?
Fake fan.
There's a lot on the line here, Louise. This is where we find out who is the fake fan of this game between you and me. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I've got a little question for you.
Okay.
It's a multiple choice question, so it's not too bad.
Oh, boy. Oh, you're so nice.
I noticed that the characters in this game have very cute names. I think they're adorable. So I'm going to read to you 4 names of characters in this game, but one of those names is actually not from this game.
Okay.
So 3 of these are characters in the game. One of them is not. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. We've got Gert, Zuffle, Pabby, and Foots.
Oh, man. I think it's Foots, if I were to guess, because I'm not sure.
Final answer?
Yes, Foots.
You got it right.
Oh, really?
Yes. Foots is actually a character from the RPG Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which came out this year.
Oh,
but I thought it was a pretty adorable, dorky name, and I thought it would fit well with this. But couldn't slide anything past you. Well done.
I mean, it totally could have worked, so. Okay, mine is also kind of name related. Mine isn't multiple choice, though. I'm not as nice as you.
Uh-oh.
So.
Oh, no.
Okay, this is a 2-parter. The first part will be easy. Well, okay. First part is, what club did you join? And what are 2 names of the clubs? Because there's 4. So tell me 2 club names. And if you can't, that's okay. You'll get 50%
let me just Google
right.
it real quick.
Yeah.
I know which one I joined. It was the wildlife one, the one where they celebrate the great outdoors, and I got a mushroom companion. I don't remember what the name was, though. And I could tell you the themes of the other clubs. There's one that celebrates cuteness. Yeah. I almost joined that one. Kind of liked that one. Okay. My wife joined that one, too. Yeah, I liked that. I like that these are like quote-unquote factions, you know?
Yeah.
Slash like starters in Pokemon. Then there's one that's like preppy and like, you have to get to know me if you want to be popular kind of thing. And then there's like one other that's like, we're social outcasts and we celebrate weirdness. So I kind of went for the outdoorsy one. But yeah, I could make up some words like Pumbrum and Niflheim. Wait, no, hang on. That's from God of War. I don't remember what they're called.
That's okay. They're kind of funky.
I think I'm going to take the L on this one.
So the one that you joined was the Moss Sprouts.
Moss Sprouts. How could I forget?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how you would remember that, so maybe I just went too tricky with these, so sorry.
No, I think this is
the
fair.
The one that I joined was the Frunbuns. The one for the socially awkward people are the Mimpins.
Mimpins.
And then the like leaders, competitors one are the Peak Snubs.
Peak Snubs. That's perfect. These are all so fitting.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
Anyway, I just thought they were funny, so.
Well, I guess I'm the fake fan this week. Congratulations.
Yes.
Well, it's been really fun playing this game and talking about it with you. It was a bit of a shorter episode this week, but I did want to take some time and kind of give you a chance to plug your socials. Where can people find you, Louise?
So I'm at Cozy Louise 72 on Twitter, and then Cozy Louise on Twitch and Instagram.
And how often do you stream?
About 5 times a week on average-ish. So any weeknight or morning on Saturdays and then afternoon on Sundays. I guess U.S. time. Because I know some people that watch me don't live in the U.S. So anyway.
That's cool. And what games are you streaming right now?
Right now I'm streaming a ton of Disney Dreamlight Valley because they're always adding new stuff and it's been really fun. Some Animal Crossing New Horizons, and then right now I'm playing A Hat in Time with my husband. So that's been really fun.
Those are all fantastic games. I want to vouch for Louise's streams. I tuned in for the one that she did of A Short Hike, which listeners will know is my favorite game. And it was delightful watching you play through it, seeing your reactions to things. It was lovely. So I fully endorse checking out your content to our listeners. So I hope people do that. And we'll include links in the description. But yeah, thank you again so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem. And until next time, I'm Jared,
And I'm Louise.
and we'll level with you then. Good job. You nailed it.
I was like, oh, I think I should say something now.